So, Fortnite's getting sued by parents for addiction. So let me start off by saying Fortnite does have some nefarious tactics to get you to buy skins and to play longer, but by no means do I think it is their fault for the way that children play this game. That relies fully on the parents being actual parents, because there's a lot of kids like younger than 13 that just use their parents like money and time and abuse the privileges that they have, and the parents don't do anything about it. And now the parents are trying to sue Epic Games and say it's Epic Games' fault, when parents aren't taking responsibility for giving their giving consoles to their children, or giving like the time to play in general to their children. I think it's like it is kind of hard. Like maybe if both parents are working, they're not always home. But take away the console, take it to work. If you don't want them playing it, and you're gonna be upset about it later on, it doesn't make sense. Like I understand that there's like FOMO, fear of missing out, and there's things like that. But at the end of the day, it's really just cosmetics. There's nothing that gives you an in-game advantage. So you've got to sit down with your child and explain that to them, that yeah, if you play a game a lot, maybe you do chores, or maybe you have an allowance, and you get skins and whatnot, but them just free reign over their parents, and now parents are mad at Epic Games, like, no, you're just a bad parent, I'm sorry. I think if Fortnite gets sued, they would honestly try to countersue in like defamation or something for trying to portray them as a bad company. I'm not positive on that. I'm by no means know anything about legal action and stuff like that. But I do want to talk about the other games like CS:GO and Valorant and like Overwatch that are semi-kid friendly games that have all of the same tactics, if not more gambling and more expensive skins and stuff like that. So it's not just Fortnite. Yes, it is modern video games, but it is also parents letting their children play these modern video games and get attached to them and giving them a start to the addiction that forms. Like if there is an addiction, it is the parents' fault for letting that get to that point. Either take away their console time, limit it, make it so they can't play this game, and make them play a different game. Or explain it to them. Try to get it through their head. I don't know. Every kid is different. But all I'm saying is that this relies more on the parents than the video game maker. They just make a game that anyone can play. That's not a fault of their own if kids are spending money in the ways that they didn't perceive happening. Like, that is parents. That is all parents. Employ the Wi-Fi tactic of just making it so they can't use the Wi-Fi past a certain time, or limit it, or limit the data. But anyways, I think parents also need to limit online interactions with some young kids, because like even I run into young kids on this game. I try to stay away from them as much as I can because I don't want to expose them to anything that isn't necessarily kid friendly, because sometimes I get a little over enthusiastic. But anyways, long story short, these parents don't know who their kids are playing with, and that could also start something bad, or start them trying to get their parents' credit card behind their back or something along those lines. But I think parents need to do a better job of actually parenting their kid when it comes to social media and online presence, and what games they are playing and what activities they are like being involved in. So at the end of the day, I think there is tactics at play from both parties, but I do think that it is more on the side of the parents being responsible for the activities that their children do. But I don't want to bore you guys. I don't want to be annoying. So I hope you guys have a great day. And